What I am about to show you had the biggest impact on my journey as an aquascaper, and it will probably have a similar impact on yours. Let's go back to the moment where it has started for everyone. The first tank. Spending hours researching the best filter, light, CO2 maybe, planning the layout and everything 10 times, considering every little detail. If you take a look around the internet, it is full of how to set up your first tank videos. But what is considered and planned far less is the maintenance. And if maintenance is neglected, all the nice gear and effort is a waste long term. And the most important task of maintenance we can do is the water change. Just a quick disclaimer here. I know that there is a big philosophy about ecosystem tanks, low or no maintenance tanks, and even that water changes are harmful to the tank. You definitely don't have to do regular water changes to keep a stable aquarium long term. But something that is, let's say, very difficult is having a tank that looks like a perfectly maintained aquarium without doing the maintenance. This will not work. So if you decide you want to go this route, you will have to think about doing maintenance. If maintenance is not planned and you don't have the right stuff, it will be annoying every time and you will start doing it less. The thing that changed it for me was that I got some tools that made maintenance much more pleasant and relaxing, because it just worked without problems. And this is why I make this video, to help you get there as well. The classical way of doing a water change is just with a tube and bucket. This works perfectly fine, but depending on the size and location of your tank, it can be very exhausting and time-consuming. This can be annoying over time, especially if you do a 50% water change every week, which is what I would always recommend. That's why I bought myself a water change adapter for the sink. This will do the water change automatically for you, and you can do the rest of the maintenance while your water is changing, without carrying buckets. Let me show you how this works by doing the weekly water change on my 100p aquarium, which is doing great by the way, but that's for a different video. First, I screw the adapter to the sink. From here, there is a long tube that runs to the aquarium. Just before the tank, there is an additional valve, which is not necessary, but gives you the option to stop the water change at the tank without running to the sink. Then, the tube is attached to a basic filter inlet. I would also attach it to the glass so it's not directly above the substrate, to avoid disturbing the substrate or harming your plants with cold or hot water by accident. Now the process is pretty straightforward. You start taking out water of the tank by putting the valve like this, of course this one has to be open as well, and then turning on the water. The water will go right into the sink, but it will suck air out of the tube in the process, which causes the tube to suck water out of the tank. After a few seconds you can turn off the water and the aquarium water will flow on its own. One crucial thing you have to pay attention to is the difference in height of your tank and the sink. If the sink is higher than the aquarium, this will not work. Also, the bigger the height difference, the faster the flow. You can see that in my case, the flow is very slow, which is caused by small height difference. The whole process of taking out half of the water, about 80 liters, takes 40 minutes. In that time, I do maintenance or something else. I don't even have to be in the room, because nothing can really go wrong. When half of the water is out, I stop the process by turning the valve like this. Now, just turn on the water at the right temperature. You can test the right position once, so you then know it for all water changes to come. Now the tank gets filled up, and you should stay in the room, because this part of the process is a lot faster and you do not want to forget about it. Now you're done. Just get the water out of the tube by lifting it above the sink with the valve like this and waiting until the water is out. Then unscrew the adapter and store your water change system wherever you want. Now one important thing you have to research is which adapter you want to get. It depends on the area you live in and the sink types that are common there. You can only use this method if you screw the adapter to the tap. So check out your tap and look which adapter fits. They often come with multiple parts for different tap types. This thing helped me to keep up with my water changes and not neglecting my tanks anymore, which is why it is the best investment I made in this hobby. I'll see you in the next one.